Are you getting tired of taking photos and videos that end up looking nowhere near as good as you thought they would? Well, today I'm going to show you 3 easy framing tips to make your photos and videos stand out and look way more professional. Hey everyone, Camber here, showing you how to use your camera to make good videos. And the first framing tip that will instantly improve your shots is to start using the rule of thirds. This is where you break down the picture into both horizontal and vertical thirds, giving you 9 separate boxes in your frame, as well as 4 intersecting points where you would place the most interesting parts of your scene. Most cameras have the option to overlay this rule of thirds grid to help you visualize these intersecting points. And your cell phone probably has a grid option in the camera settings as well to overlay the rule of thirds grid to help you better frame your shots. And 2 easy ways to do this is by simply placing your main subject in one of the intersecting thirds, or by placing a horizon line on either the upper or lower third grid line. And I have another video with more in-depth tips on ways to use the rule of thirds, so be sure to check that out if you want to learn even more. But the next framing tip that will improve your shots is to start looking for ways to use leading lines in your frame to draw your viewer's eyes to the most important part of the frame. A leading line is basically any type of natural or man-made line that you can frame in such a way as to guide the viewer to an area of interest. A very easy and common type of leading line is to use something as simple as a road or path to guide your viewers either to a subject down the road or from a subject to where they're going on the road. And another good and simple way of using leading lines is to place subjects on or near staircases. You can show them frames so that the staircase railings guide the viewer's eyes to the subject in the frame, and combining this with the rule of thirds makes for an even more dynamic shot where the staircase starts at the top left third and comes down, leading your eyes to the subject who is in the bottom right third. And I also have another video with more in-depth examples of leading lines, so be sure to check that out if you want to learn even more on that topic. But the final tip that will make for more interesting compositions in your shots is to start using the frame in a frame technique. Now, this is where you frame a subject within another frame in the scene. And one of the easiest ways of doing this is to just place your subject within a door frame or a window. And here we see multiple subjects framed outside the window, reminding us that even though this meeting seems pleasant right now, there's still danger lurking outside if something goes wrong. Then we see one of the girls framed in the door frame while running for her life, followed by the colonel walking outside and then being framed in the same door frame from the other angle while he raises his gun in her direction. And once again, combining this technique with the rule of thirds makes for an even more dynamic image here in this scene. Or you could also combine the frame in a frame technique with the use of leading lines as we see here in this scene. And of course, I have another video with more examples of this frame in a frame technique to give you more ideas on how to frame your shots. So whenever you're setting up a scene, try to look into ways that you can incorporate these various techniques in your shots for more dynamic framing that will give your video more depth and help to look more professional. And I've been working to plan more so that I can incorporate more of these techniques in my own short films and to use them in combination with each other. And obviously you can't always use all these techniques, nor would it make sense to do so, but try to take a little extra time examining your set and planning ahead to see if there are ways that you can incorporate these various techniques for a better filmmaking experience. But of course, if this video was helpful, then please help me out by leaving a like, subscribe if you're new, check out those other videos that are more in depth on each of these topics because they're really good and will really improve your shots and make your stuff really stand out and look professional. But once again, watch more videos, watch all the way through, subscribe, all that good stuff. I will see you next time.